Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to be with you today. So many things to talk about. But for today, I'm going to be talking about three things I knew before I turned 25. You know, before I turned 25, I'm not saying I'm 25 anyways. Don't get it twisted. So as I was saying, when I was younger, I used to think that I was a good talker. You know, if I had known, I would have improved on my skills. That is number one. I know how to talk. Hey, put me on any podium, I will deliver. I won't even shake, I won't fidget. But I wasn't channeling it the right way. If I had known, I would have read books. I would have listened to, people that have already achieved this goal that I have set for myself. I've always imagined myself being on a very big podium, addressing young people, like addressing young teenagers, telling them that what you're experiencing now is not new. There's nothing new under the sun. That decision you're about to take is not the right decision. There are many people that have gone that way and they did not survive it. You could be better than you are, things like that. I feel I have that. That's part of my purpose, to help people to discover themselves. But I was just talking. I just felt, going into this part of this particular profession could help me to achieve that. But I found out that going into it did not really help me to achieve that. There was more to this purpose, and it took me a while to be able to discover it. So I wish I had discovered that earlier. So if you have a particular skill, whatever it is, do not sleep on it. Always try to develop it. How? By reading books. You go on the internet, use your data for more productive things. When you see Wi-Fi, don't just think of downloading movies. Think of how can I be better than I am? How can I present myself, in a better light to people? That's the way to think, not by just, wasting your time. You find out that by the time you're getting to 30, there are certain things you look back on and you'll be like, if I had known, I would have done better, Although it's a story to encourage other people, but, it's only a wise person that will learn from another person's mistake and not from his mistake. Secondly, the part that most young people like, relationship. Growing up, I always had this mentality, this image, this ideology that whoever I date at the time, at any point in time, must be the person I must get married to. So I was in a relationship for 5 years. And the truth is, I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. We didn't have the same purpose. We didn't have the same vision. We were miles apart when it comes to, realistic goals, basically. We loved each other, but when you get into a marriage, you find out that there's more to I love you than I love you, So you have to, at that point in time, I was making a terrible decision. And, being in a relationship at a very young age, I'm not saying that those that are in relationships right now, that you are doing the wrong thing or anything, depending on your age and depending on your, level of maturity. But what I'm just trying to say is that, let's say for me, it is a personal opinion. From 18 to 22, I think you should just settle down and think of how to focus, channel all your energy. Because by the time you are in love with somebody, the truth is you have divided attention. For a girl, it's even worse. The time you're meant to be using to read, you're using to think about one boy's lips or mouth or eyes or the way he touches you, how you feel when he's close to you. This kind of stuff, how they happen. For a guy, you channel your airtime, your money, your resources, your valuable, precious time to staying with one girl till 12 o'clock in the night, close to the dormitory or something. Or you spend your time going to Silverbird and what have you. Instead of using that time to plan your life in such a way that when tomorrow comes, people will look at you and say, oh, I need shades to see this guy. That kind of future that speaks volume, So basically, I spent my time doing the wrong thing. And the truth is, it affected my grades. I'm not saying he was responsible for it, and I'm not saying that there are not there are no people that have, gone into relationships and it has even helped their lives. I'm only saying that for me, it was not the right decision. And I wish I could go back in time and change things. The person I'm married to today, I didn't even date him up to a year and we got married. That's the irony of life. And then some people date for millions of years and then they get married and it still succeeds. But for young people, I just feel, if you channel your energy to more productive things, you find out that things will work better for you. The third thing is, how do I say this? I wish I gained more experience. When I was in school, I realized that most people that did better in class were people that will go back home and try to practicalize what they've already learned. But for me, I would just go home and sit down and be watching film but when you're in a corporate environment, when you meet with people, when you're in a corporate, you have to meet with people. Your ideology about life will change. You find out that your goals will change. When you're writing your CV, when the person sees it, you'll be like, who is this person? I want to meet this person. Yes, that is the way it ought to be, not the other way around. Nowadays, you see people, you come out of school, you feel, I have 2-1. But then somebody comes behind you and dusts you with what? Experience. And you'll be wondering, why is it that they're always asking for 10 years experience, 4 years experience? It's because they know that there are certain people that actually do that. I was with a friend and I looked at her CV. We were trying to do our CVs at the time. My God, I was astonished. We just finished school together. We're 7. But she had like 5 years experience. And I was like, how did you get it? And then I went through it. Throughout her high school days, she was working in one, maybe supermarket, whatever it is, supermarket, one company as a clerk, just name it. She has been doing all sorts of things. And so her CV was, let me say, voluptuous. It was appetizing. It was just calling me that, oh, come, that kind of thing. When they put my CV and her CV together, irrespective of whatever I have to offer intellectually, hers will dust mine because it's way above average. So these are the 3 things. I wish I had improved on my skill. I wish I had channeled my energy to more productive things other than just relationship. And I wish I gained more experience. I hope that I've been able to encourage you to be better, at what you do. As a young person, tell yourself you can be young and productive. The world is bringing out leaders today that are young and are productive. I was going through the internet the other day and a girl has become a PhD holder at 18 years old. And then there's this guy that is just 23. He has gotten first class degrees from 3 different universities. That's an achievement. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying that as a young person, there's more to life than just gallivanting around and being a juvenile delinquent. It doesn't fetch you anything. You might think that your situation is the worst, but there are people that have seen worse and they are making do with what they have. The saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. And this will be all for now. Bye.